Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day, and it is time to go train, man. We have shoulders today. Uh, I know I mentioned the other day that I did a little something to my shoulder. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was really, really tight, and I would raise it up. I'd get like a sharp pain, whatever. So I just left my PT. He dug in there, and he pretty much assessed it as like I've been growing so rapidly lately that my muscles they're just really tightening up. So combine that with sleeping a little wrong in a weird position, it it makes sense. It's not exactly out of the spectrum, if you will. So that's what we're working with right now. We're gonna go test that shoulder and see what happens. Now, assuming everything feels good, everything's going well, we're gonna start up with the upright rows, nice and heavy. Going to some lateral raises, some of those rear delt pull downs, some of the reverse pitches after that, some behind the neck Smith presses, and depending on how we're feeling, maybe one more like a cable lateral movement of some kind. I'm not sure what yet. I'm going to see what tickles my fancy when we're there. But when that happens, we'll figure it out. So that's all I'm thinking for right now, guys. What are some of your favorite shoulder workouts? I'm curious. Because I know a lot of people, everybody loves laterals. Rear delts, people love the face pulls. They love the. You ever see people do the bent over barbell rows, but they, instead of pulling it down here, they pull it all the way up here, the rear delts. It's kind of similar to what I like to do with the pull down machine, but people like to use the barbell, and I used to use the barbell for a long time with that, until I got a lot more into holding time and attention. Now, nobody's saying you can't hold time and attention with a barbell, but the only issue with it is when you're holding a lot of time and attention upright like this, and your body is completely parallel to the floor, it puts a lot of strain on your lower back. So it certainly doesn't always feel good to do that. And the last thing you need is a lower back pop from something like that, because once the weight starts to get heavy, like heavy, just because your rear delts can handle it, even your lower back can handle it doing like a rack pull or something like that. But that doesn't mean it can handle it holding the weight for a long period of time in that position. You can rack pull 10 times that, whatever it is. But holding that weight in that position, that's where some problems can ensue. I got the bike, by the way, with me today in the car, instead of just trying to play it out of the phone microphone. A buddy of mine helped me with the gain on it a little bit. My buddy Nick, who I was telling you about a couple episodes ago, and I ran the podcast with him a long time ago. Microphones with a lot of gain have never really worked well for me because my voice is so low. So what would happen is, excuse me, it would spike the gain up way too much, way too rapidly, and it would sound ear-piercing, if you will, just be too loud. They call it clipping. So it would clip the maximum amount where they want the volume to be. So I believe we fixed that last night, and I'm not going to find out until I park this car. Now, it sounded all right before, but will everything we're speaking about right now be in vain? Did I have another take before this where I let you know the secrets of the universe? Or was this the first one and it's fine? Most likely this will be the first one and it's fine. But I'm hoping this gets rid of the noise from the car too and things like that. Just to make it a little bit crisper for you guys, a little bit cleaner, a little more buttery, The hell is that guy doing? Fucking alchemy there, Harry Potter? He's going like this. He's going like this. Completely up. I'm like, what? What are you doing? Although the car behind me is probably wondering the same thing. He's going, what the hell is this guy doing? he is rolling a blunt. Yeah, he's rolling a blunt. I guess it's kind of like alchemy, you know? It's not a potion, but I guess it can be for him. Smokable potion. You know, there's a time and place to do everything, man. And if you want to roll blunts and smoke them, you do you. It's not really my thing. I'm not an avid smoker to begin with. It messes up your training quite a bit. But if you're gonna roll the blunts, you don't do it while you're driving on the parkway at 70 miles an hour. Come on, man. Do better. Do better. But I think that's all I have for you right now. I just wanted to talk about my shoulder, what's going on with that, what the plan is for shoulder day today. And I'll see you guys inside. Let's go for 8. That was a heavy set of laterals. 65s for 8. Got the best squeeze I could. The left was a little weird because of my shoulder. Still a little funky. But overall a good set. That was the last regular work set. From there we're going to go into what I call half holds, which are a much heavier weight. Taking them, coming out as far as I can, wrapped up. So these are similar to a set of exclusively long length partials. The only difference is that instead of having a regular set with it, it's just the partials themselves. Real heavy with a good squeeze. So the reverse grip Smith machine is, not the reverse grip, I'm sorry, tired. The behind the neck press Smith machine, it used to be a big primary mover for me, but after I injured my pec, I just started doing them again recently, super light, just to rebuild the strength from back here in terms of a therapeutic movement, if you will. So these we don't go crazy, no crazy weight, just using them to rebuild all that connective tissue back there. Squeeze down nice and slow. Up, press. We want to go slow. That way we really rip apart the microfibers of the connective scar tissue. That way, once it is all torn up again, our body can rebuild the muscle. And the liver synthesize the scar tissue and get it out of my body. What's funny is the pain you see as I'm doing these, right? It's it's not that it's heavy by any means. I used to do this 2 1/4, 275 total, but just tearing apart that connective tissue, it hurts, man. It doesn't feel good. But, you know, lifting's not all fun and games. As much as fun as it is, you need to take the time to do those therapeutic movements and those accessory movements to make sure you can live to train another day, especially post-injury. Whew. We're gonna do about one more of these, a little bit heavier, and that's it. And then some more rotator cuff work. Whew. Alrighty. Shoulder day is finished. Everything felt pretty good. Couldn't do an extra exercise of laterals today because that shoulder was still impinging me a little bit. But let's see what we look like. We were 240.2 today. I took some stuff out of my program that wasn't making me feel too good, and I was holding some water on it. So that's probably where that 3 pounds went. But we're still over 240, which is nice. So let's see what we're working with. Okay. Ooh. The back looks good today. That's nice. Ooh. Holy shit. Decent lines today. Ooh, nice shape. Fancy pants. Man, what more could you want, right? Whew. All right. Leggies, what are we working with today? Let's see. If it looks good, you get to see the other one too. Yeah, it looks all right. All right. I'll let you guys see. Not bad. I can feel they went down a little bit though from not training legs last week after I wasn't feeling good. But that's okay. That peak still looking nice, which is great. Whew, nice. Yeah, those legs will come back tomorrow with a vengeance. Whew. Traps are looking good. Back looks really good today. It's probably because my guy, yeah, look at everything. Everything fucking firing off there. That's weird. Whew. Whew. I'd say it's a good day, guys. So, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow for legs.